Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content and I also do what's called the Word of the Day. I also have videos and shorts of me and my family having fun together, and I also have inspirational shorts. So if you like what you see in here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For those of you returning, happy Thursday. So this video is probably going to be popping up a little bit earlier than usual because I've got some meetings during my lunch break, which is what I usually film. So you guys are getting me a little bit earlier today. So yay for you. Today, we are going to be reading from the book of First Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 58. Verse 58. And basically, this, for me, after I read it over, I was contemplating whether I should just read the whole chapter. And I'm like, nope, that's a long chapter. I feel like this one verse just pretty much says it all. This verse, like many verses in the Bible, I feel like it's just a mic drop. It's like that's all you need. Just marinate on it and sit with it and meditate on it and just soak it in. So we're going to read, again, it's First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. And this is Paul talking, by the way. It says, "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain." Mic drop. I'm going to read it again. "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain." Basically, what Paul is telling the people in Corinth, he's telling them, he said, hey, don't let anything move you. Don't let anything knock you down. Whatever this world may bring, do not let it defeat you. Do not let the enemy overcome you. You stay strong, you endure, you stay in that race, because the good things that you're doing are not in vain. I feel like as Christians, a lot of people think, man, I'm up here being the nice guy and people are being mean to me. And you're not being a doormat. There's a difference. You're not lying down and being a doormat. You are standing firm in your belief, and you don't let anything in this world or the world tell you different. You stay in that race. You do what you know is right, what the Lord says, because what you're doing is not in vain. This is all for a greater good. Everything that He has called you to do, it is for a purpose. Everything is purpose driven. Even what I'm doing right now is for a purpose. And if you stand firm and stay strong in the word and keep persevering and enduring, no matter what the world is saying, you're going to be rewarded. This is not in vain. None of this is in vain. A lot of people that are in the world that don't know Christ and don't know how powerful He is and what an awesome person He is, an awesome being that He is, they feel, oh, the only thing to life is just you work, you live, you work, you die. No, there is a bigger purpose. And once you find that purpose, you stand in that purpose. You do that. You stand firm. You don't let anybody knock you over. You keep going, because your work is not in vain. You will be rewarded in the end. Bible study last night with my sisters was awesome. We were reading from the book of Revelation in chapter 2, and we were reading about the different churches that Jesus is talking about. And we were reading about the church in Pergamum and the church in Thyatira. And he was saying for the church in Pergamum, at the very last verse, I believe it was verse 26, he was saying, if you stay and endure the race, you will be rewarded and given the authority, the same authority that my Father in heaven has given to me. So when you think about that, it's like, oh my goodness, are you serious? You hang in there, stay the course, stand firm. Don't let anybody shake you. Don't let anybody try to make you think the world is the way to go, because it is not. You stand firm, stay in the race. It's not going to be in vain. You will be rewarded. Absolutely. But you got to hang in there, because all kinds of craziness is going to come your way. People are going to sit there and try to refute what you're saying, and they're going to want to argue with you. And I've spoken about this before. And people, you're going to lose friends probably, and that's okay. You'll make new Christian friends. That's all right. So I want you guys to marinate on this First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. And I also want you to go to the book of Revelations chapter 2. and read about the churches in Pergamum and Thyatira. And in the church of Pergamum, he is talking about in verse 26, I believe it's 26 or 28, he talks about the reward and staying in there and getting, the authority and rule over everything. He's going to give that to us just like his Father in heaven gave to him. That is something to think about. That's a heavy weight to hold. So you're thinking, oh, all am I doing? Is this in vain? It is absolutely not in vain. Because if you stay in there and your Father says, well done, my good and faithful servant, you're going to get something that you can't even fathom. Hang in there. Stand firm. I'm going to read the verse one more time. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. It's not in vain, fam. Hang in there. Don't get discouraged. You're doing this for a reason. Trust and believe. It's all going to work for your good. All right. I love you guys. I hope this blessed you. And Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.